Hey everybody, Mountain here with another episode of Hunter 101. Sorry for the delay, had to do some family traveling for a little bit. It was kind of unexpected, but here we are. We're back with another episode. Last episode, we went over the different rifles in the game, different sights that are available, what you'd use them for. This time, we're going to go over shotguns. Now, it's probably going to be a little bit quicker of a video because there's only 2 in the game. So we'll jump right into it. First one that we're going to start out with is the Caversham. And that's this one here. It's an over-under. So this is only going to have 2 shots in it. So you're going to have to make sure that you make your shots count. You can load it with bird buckshot or with slugs. They have changed the integrity bonus calculations for shotguns recently, by the way. It used to be it would count every single pellet that you hit the animal with as a separate bullet, which means that pretty much every time you hit an animal, it was 0% integrity. There was some really weird 88% integrity bonuses on, I think, elk, moose, and bison using birdshot or something along those lines. But suffice to say, I mean, you could kill animals with it before, but you wouldn't get that bonus. So thankfully, what they've done is they've changed it so that when you fire at an animal, the first pellet that hits the animal counts as the bullet, and the rest of them are ignored. The rest of them will still do damage, and they can still kill the animal, but they calculate the integrity bonus off of that first pellet that hits the animal. So you can actually use bird and buckshot to kill stuff now, although there's not really a lot you're going to kill with birdshot in this game. Foxes, maybe roe deer, that's pretty much it. I mean, I guess you could go around and shooting the rabbits and squirrels. I mean, you can kill them, you're just not going to get anything for it. And of course, you can use slugs in these. Now, I will say this: the grind to get to slugs is horrific. Trying to use bird and buckshot to kill stuff is not much fun. But if you get to the slugs, they are an absolute powerhouse. They're going to give you 100% integrity bonus on elk, moose, and bison. Black bear? Maybe black bear. Definitely not any of the deer. But they have a lot of stopping power, and they're going to take down elk, moose, and bison in pretty short order at somewhat respectable distances. They do have a pretty quick drop-off of power. I don't remember what the effective range is on it, but it's not a lot. So getting to the slugs is definitely worth it. If you can get to them, you'll be able to take the bigger game with no problems. So we're going to start with this first one here. Again, the Caversham Steward, 12 gauge, over under, 2 shots, break action. So you can fit 3 sights on it. You've got your Red Raptor, which is the red dot that we saw on some of the rifles. You also have True Vision tritium sights. Now, unfortunately, tritium sights are not working on shotguns right now, which is kind of a bummer. So don't bother buying them just yet. Save your money, because you're not going to be able to use them for anything. And then, of course, you can put on the Meridian shotgun scope. I don't know why you'd want to do this, but the only time you'd really want to do this is with slugs. But I would never put it on the Caversham, and I'm going to tell you why in just a moment. So yeah, you can put in your birdshot, buckshot, and slug. Second rifle is going to be the Cacciatore, my personal favorite. A really pretty weapon. 6 shots in the tube, pump action, so you can fire off more shots, without having to reload. I will say this though: the Caversham will fire off its shots quicker than this will. But again, you've only got 2 shots, so you gotta kind of have to make them count. Again, you can put bird, buck, and slug in it, and then you can also put the Red Raptor, the tritium sights, which don't work, and the Meridian. Now, I would definitely keep the Meridian on this if you're going to be using slugs, just because it makes it much easier to hit animals. Now, let's get to the elephant in the room, and why I would not really recommend putting the scope on this. I actually, to be truthful, and once you unlock the Cacciatore, I would never use this gun again. the Caversham. And there's a very good reason for that. And that's why we're here at the shooting range. The Caversham has the most horrific spread. So we're at a distance of 50 meters here. I'm going to crouch down. Let me see. I'm going to put just regular buckshot in it. We're going to aim at target 7. I'm even going to zoom in. We're going to get right on the red dot. And... Did you see? Did you see where the shots hit? Only 2 pellets hit that at 50 meters. Now, you're not going to want to be killing stuff with buckshot at 50 meters in this game. I know it's going to be different in real life, so don't comment and tell me how your uncle's brother's keeper down to buck at 100 yards with buckshot. That's great. I'm sure that that's the case. In the game, though, I mean, that's still a long range for buckshot. Slugs, definitely. Buckshot, not so much. And as long as we're back here, let's do this. Let's swap up to the slugs. It's not just the buckshot that this thing is super inaccurate with. Now, you could sit there and say, well, it's buckshot. I mean, it's going to have a spread on it, and the further away from the gun you get, the more the spread. Okay, fair dues. That's fair enough. 50 meters is kind of a stretch. But let's see what happens when we try and hit with the slug. I didn't even hit the target. Wow. Okay, so aiming right at the middle, and we hit up there. That's crazy. Didn't even hit it that time. Not even sure where the shot's going. Jeez, it missed the target completely. It landed somewhere down here. This is at 50 meters. Didn't even hit it that time. 0 score on this. That's why this gun is terrible. The spread on it, even with the slugs, is pretty inexcusable. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get in here. Actually, you know what? Hit middle mouse button. We're going to run up here. And I'm going to put buckshot back in this. Put my binoculars here. And we're going to find out exactly where this thing gets a tight spread. So we're at 30 meters right here. That's not very good there. It's a little bit tighter than 50, but not by much. Alright, let's get down to 20. Okay. Take aim. Well, we actually hit it with 6 pellets that time. We got a couple in the middle, but the rest of them decided to take a detour, apparently. There's a reload animation for it. It makes a pretty satisfying kaboom when you open it up, though. I will say this, an over-under reload like that is... It tickles a very deep part of my body, which we're not going to talk about. So we're at 20. Let's go to 10. I believe it's 6 pellets in a shot, if I'm not mistaken. "10 meters is when we start to get an acceptable cluster, which is pretty inexcusable. That means every animal you kill, you're going to have to bring them in within 10 meters. Just for giggles, let's see where it's at 5 meters. Which is way, way lower of a distance you'd be shooting something at than you would actually out in the field. Honestly. That didn't even look like 5 meters. Maybe I'm wrong. It just seems like it's off. And even at 5 meters, the grouping isn't much better than at 10. So I'm not really sure what this gun's issue is. I don't know if maybe there's something wrong with it and it's bugged and they need to fix it or what the deal is. But as of right now, it is incredibly inaccurate, even at short distances. So let's see here. We'll do slugs. Slugs aren't too bad. at short distance. So let's run back. Where are we at? We're at 20 right now. Yeah, so once you get out to 20, that accuracy, gone. Boom. Never get tired of that sound. Yeah, so even at 20 meters, this thing is terrible. Absolutely terrible. Use it to get to the Cacciatore, and then use the Cacciatore and throw this thing away. Honestly, because it is worthless at this point. If they change it in the future, I'll change my stance. But I almost feel like right now, if it is just, it's got to be bugged. And I say that because when you move up into this gun here, into the Cacciatore, this will put a nice tight circle in there. So we're at 20. See how much tighter that is, even at 20 meters? That's ridiculous. So we'll go to 30. Which is about the upper end of what I would recommend shooting at. But even at 30, it's better than the 10-meter cluster. I mean, those 4 pellets right there, if you put them right in the boilerplate of an animal, it's gone. It's going to be down. It doesn't get worse with the slugs either. With the slugs, it's very accurate. At 30 meters with a slug, look at that. Right in the bullseye. Right in the middle. It doesn't get any better than that. Let's see. Go ahead and fade away. Yeah. Just to show you that it's not a fluke. So, let's actually get back here. I mean, you're still going to get a spread, obviously. But at 50 meters, that's putting it right in the middle. I mean, that's pretty impressive. It's just such night and day, the first gun versus the second one. So, again, use that Caversham to get to the Cacciatore, unlock it, get it, use it, throw the other one away, because it is horrific. As far as ammunition goes, birdshot is really only going to be suitable for foxes and roe deer. I think you could technically get 100% integrity bonus on everything in the game with it if you manage to kill them, but you're going to have to be awfully close for deer and up. I wouldn't even bother with bear and up from that. I think that's just asking for trouble. Deer might be doable, but bear, that's asking for trouble. Buckshot, you're going to get 100% integrity bonus on blacktail and up. I do not believe you get it with roe deer. I'm pretty sure you don't, actually. And then the slugs, I believe, are Roosevelt elk and up. So make sure you choose wisely, and you'll still get 100% integrity bonus on it. And keep in mind that the buckshot, you're really going to need to be within 30 meters to give some really good meat shots on the animals. So the shotguns actually work really well with ambusher skills. Because they're geared towards bringing an animal in towards you, which is perfect for shotguns. The Caversham might become more useful in the future if they add waterfowl into the game, or turkeys, which I'm really hoping they do, honestly. I think that this game could really benefit from it. The Hunter Classic has it, so there's no reason why this game shouldn't have it. But yeah, I mean, those are the 2 shotguns. That's how they work. It's really not much to say about them. It's only 2 guns, and 1/3 of the sights don't work on them. And 50% of the guns are terrible and shouldn't even be used. So, I mean, that's really all that has to be said in this video, I think. The next video was going to be probably bows. That'll be another quick episode just because there's only 3 in the game. It'd be a little bit more in depth about wind drift and everything else, which is a touchy subject for a lot of people. But again, if you guys like the content, make sure you like, comment, subscribe down at the bottom. Tune in for the next episode, and take care, everybody.